Stead's streaming in the morning. Joe Fever, he's doing a ukulele build. He streams in the morning. Asus is sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening. It just depends. There's also a builder from France called NW Guitars, and he's streaming early in the morning. He's streaming at night in France, but it's morning on the East Coast. And he's really good. He streams in mostly English and French, but he does do English. And Nico is a really good guy too. So. Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I get that if you're doing kind of technical things and just be like, yeah, because you get asked the same question. That makes sense. For me, I don't really see my channel as necessarily education. It's more of like, these are the things I'm working on, and I chat. I kind of have more of a just chatting than I happen to be building. There's a lot of great resources on YouTube for guitar building. Yeah, answer facts if you have a mod team. Yeah, that's true. I don't usually get bombarded with too much of the same questions because usually I always have a different project on the go and stuff, but I could totally see that. It makes sense. But that's the thing, you gotta kind of tailor it to what you're doing, you know? Like I said, for me, I'm mostly just talking smack as I'm working on a guitar. I show people what I'm doing and stuff. I guess some people, I don't know. I do aspirational media. That's what I'm doing. Nice. That's awesome, Spike. Hopefully, maybe you should get an air conditioner. It gets pretty hot here, but it doesn't get humid. Last year was super hot. I don't know how I could handle humidity. A lot of times, I'm just sanding. Like a huge part of my stream is just me sanding. It's actually not very interesting or educational. But it's more about community than anything. It's more about like, hey, this is what I'm working on. These are my plans. Other people come in and they're like, hey, I want to do something. You know, I try and point them in the right direction. One of the things, Johannes, is that we have a group Discord for people to ask questions. So like when somebody has like a really detailed question, like I want to fix this, or how do I put this together? I just direct them to our Discord. And we have a fairly decent sized Discord of guitar people, and a bunch of other streamers are on that if anybody wants to check it out. So when people have like repair questions or want to show their instrument, I just kind of direct them to the Discord. And it's nice. Now the Discord is active enough that a lot of times I don't necessarily have to be answering questions. Like other people will jump in and answer questions, which is really nice. The community is kind of handling itself at this point, which is really nice. Like I don't need to micromanage it, which is really good. I can just direct people towards it and haven't had any problems. It's been a really, really good group of people. Nice, that's awesome, Asus. That's good to hear. Yeah. It's kind of, so you do videos, Johannes? Like what kind of stuff do you do? Yeah. I got to start doing media stuff. That's what I have to do. That's what I realize. I need to do more videos. Like I said, I'm building guitars every day. So it's like I do not have time to edit videos. That's one of the reasons I went to streaming. Like I'm not a hobbyist. I'm not building in my garage, my spare time. I'm in the shop 6 days a week building guitars. So my situation is a little bit different. It's kind of like I do the streaming, and that takes up about 12 to 14 hours a week for me, on top of being in the shop 10 hours a day. So I can only do so much. I don't have a team yet. I don't have a video team yet. Real life streaming, Biv gaming, stream yourself, but mostly work as a cameraman. Oh, nice. That's awesome. So, hiking, cooking, family time. That's awesome. I have a buddy, so I'm in Vancouver, which is right on the water. And the city, there's the English Bay, so the city is on both sides of the bay. So I'm pretty sure I can get a good internet connection, like 5G coverage out on the water. And I have a buddy, we go sailing together. And I really want to do a sailing stream, which I think would be really cool. Soon. Once it gets a little bit warmer, I think I'll definitely do a sailing stream this summer. Yeah. Yeah, it is a pain. Like you spend just doing just a simple little edit will still take time, and it's like I just do not have time, and that's why I had a choice when I started doing this thing. It was like YouTube or Twitch, and I went towards Twitch, and I'm really glad I did. I think it was the right choice for me and what I do. But it was mostly because I used to do film. I have done film before. I used to do animation and things like that. And so I do know how to use editing software and things like that. But man, so I just knew what it would take, and I'm like, no, I'd rather just build guitars. Hey, Tim, how are you doing? Yeah. Not enough hours in the day. Well, that's the thing, is like you got to be so strategic with your time. That's what I found, is like you just have to be efficient. And I'm not the most efficient person. My downtime is actually streaming. This is my downtime. This is when I take it easy. Most of the hard things I do off stream. Come to Canada, yeah. You can just film me in the shop, get the behind the scenes footage, an expose. Red Phoenix, how are you doing? Yeah. Every stream is bad. I save all my streams as well, but I haven't had time. So I do have an archive of all my streams. But I have not. Someday it'll come in handy having all that. But for sure, when you're doing podcasts and all that stuff, it's just like content that you can put other places.